Good morning. It's shit, what day is it? Thursday. I've been away on holiday, so I don't even know what day of the week it is. But I'm back and I want to drop a video for you guys. Some of you are sending me messages saying these are super helpful. Some of you are just taking my content and not saying that it's helpful, which is unhelpful to me. If these videos are helpful to you, please let me know so I can make them more specific to you and your situation. So I want to talk about a few things today. Google, search engine optimization or SEO, and social proof. Let's start today with social proof. So what is social proof? Basically, someone much smarter than me once said that there's two ways to grow a business. Or there's two things you need to grow a business. One, do an incredible job. Two, make sure everybody knows about it. Social proof is that part where you make sure everybody knows about it. So, do you have ratings on Facebook? Do you have ratings on Google? What are those ratings? Are they good? Are they 4.9 or 5 stars? You need to be the best at what you do in your area. If you're not, you either need to get better or you probably need to find something else to do, to be honest with you. Because it's very, very difficult to compete in a world today when so many people can easily review you online or make a statement or leave feedback that says you're shit, because you can really only sell shit once. You sell someone a shit product, they pay the money, and then they slate you afterwards. So if you're no good at your job, you need to get better. That's the first thing I would say. And after that, you need to make sure that every single day you're putting out some sort of content, details, message to your audience, and that's your target audience, your niche audience, not just sending it out to any old person who wants to read it. You need to be targeting the people that are your ideal customers or your ideal clients. And you need to be showing them that you can actually do what it is you say you're going to do. Often I find that people, especially when they first start in business, they generally tend to go too broad. So they go and try and market to almost everyone. The problem with that is, how do you get the right marketing message if you're targeting to people that are 70 years of old, 70 years of age, and people that are 18 years old? Right? You can't possibly target that demographic difference with one marketing message. So you need to be focused on your niche. And it's something that I talk about in my business coaching with my clients, is that you need to be laser focused on that niche first. Laser focused. And then when you own that area, then you can branch out into other areas. So for example, at RMF, we've just started to introduce online training. We've been in business for almost 3 years. And we've only just started doing online training. Why? Because we wanted to own that personal training niche first. We wanted to make sure we were very, very good at it. And when we reach our capacity in that, and we can't really do any more, then we can look and branch into other areas. But if you do in group, if you do one-to-one training, and you do group training, and you do online training, and you do, I don't know, Skype over Skype training, and you do seminars, and you do coaching, and you do everything, you're going to end up being shit at everything and good at nothing. All right? Jack of all trades, master of nothing. So you need to focus first your areas in one particular area. The more laser focused you can get, the better it will be for you, and the easier it will be to send out marketing details. And then once you have social proof, pictures, videos. Videos are huge at the moment. If you're not using video, you're missing out. You can reach thousands of people for pennies using video. And that's great, because then you can retarget them later. People that have already watched your video, remember the no like and trust factor I talk about all the time. If people have already seen your video, they're more likely to trust what you have to say. And getting them to listen to what you have to say is probably the hardest part, to be fair. So social proof everywhere, every day, as much as you can. If you have client pictures, ask them, can you put them online? A lot of my clients don't want their pictures online, which is cool, but I still have quite a few on there, and I recirculate them often. Google. Google is still very powerful. Most people that want personal training are not going to go to Facebook and type in personal training. They're going to go to Google. They're going to type in personal training, your area. So I want you to do this for me. I want you to try to go to Google now, type in personal training, and type in the area of your gym and see what happens. If you're not in the first few searches, they will not find you. If you're not in the first 2 paid advertising searches, they will not find you. So do it now, have a check, see where you are. I know for a fact that RMF is number 2 for personal trainer, personal training, Canary Wharf. And I know that for at least the first £25 I'm willing to spend every day, Reach Mountain Fitness is top of the list for paid adverts as well. Now, I've actually reduced my ad spend because the gym is at 95% full at the moment, so there's no point in me spending £500 a month when I can probably only take in one person. So I've reduced my ad spend a lot. Last month we spent normally we spend about 180 a month on ads on Google, and last month we spent 500, which was a bit of oversight of my books. I got someone else, my sister actually runs my AdWords account. She's a Google AdWords specialist, so she runs that for me. And we added a load of new stuff in, and I didn't realise just how good what she wrote was, because, excuse me, we ended up getting a shitload more traffic than normal, which is cool. It's just that I wasn't expecting to pay it. So Google AdWords, very, very powerful. If you don't know what that is, you need to Google that shit right now. You need to get using your Google Analytics. How many people visit your website? How many people visited your website last week? How many people visited your website last month? And how many visited last year? How can you tell if your business is growing in popularity and get more and more well known in the area if you're not tracking the stats? If you're not tracking, you're just guessing. Okay, you wouldn't run a Facebook advert and never track the stats. So I don't understand why you would ever run a website and not check the stats on that too. So get checking your stats. Well, the final thing I was going to talk about was SEO, which is search engine optimization. So when people search for certain criteria inside of Google, do you come up? Now, where is your website placed? Now, mine is at number 2, and by the end of the year it will be at number 1, and it will stay there as well. So front of mind is where you want people to be, and they may come onto your website and not buy anything, and that's cool. But then if you've got your Facebook pixel tracking set up correctly, you're going to retarget that person via Facebook or via Google AdSense or AdWords. I can't remember which one it is. I think it's Google AdSense. If you know you've ever been to a shopping cart and you've added something to your shopping cart, and you know what, for whatever reason you didn't buy it, and then later on in the day it pops up everywhere. Facebook, you're on another website, and all of a sudden they're trying to advertise to you. Oh yeah, that's on purpose. That's done using pixels and cookies. So they know that you've added that thing to your basket, and they try to retarget you. I used to sell t-shirts for a while, and it was a great way to get people to buy. Anyone that added it to their basket, we used to use a retargeting pixel via Facebook for anyone who added a t-shirt to their basket, and man, the close rate was huge. So even if people come on your website, they read a little bit, they stick around, what you want to do is make sure that you hit them with targeting later on. Alright, cool, so I'm done. Today we covered Google AdWords, search engine optimization or SEO, and social proof, which I think is really, really, really important. Do a good job. Make sure everyone knows about it. Those are the 2 things that I learned. The 2 things that I would probably add to that to make it a more complete, statement would be: do a great job. Make sure everyone knows about it. Get on the phone and find your clients. Find your clients and then get on the phone. Because really, the only way you grow a business is proactively. You know, you can sit there and wait for people to come take orders as opposed to being a salesperson. And it may grow your business, and it may take 15 years. And after 15 years, you have a successful business where you don't have to worry about how much money you bring in every month because you can afford to eat and go on holiday once a year. Right? That's what I see most trainers doing. Or you can grow your business from one person, like I did, into a business that now employs 4 people and does well over 130 sessions a week in 3 years. Right? And I didn't do that by sitting on my ass waiting for people to come to me. I invested in time and money and coaching and learning, and then I did the hard stuff, the hard work. Alright, which is doing the marketing, picking up the phone and making the calls. So I hope this video was helpful. Give it a like or a comment if this information is helpful, and then I can write more stuff with it. Alright. Any questions while we're here? I see someone live joining me. Now's the time to ask. Any marketing, any sales questions? How many calls you made this week? How many closes? No questions? Going once? Going twice? Alright, we're done.